Hello, I'm making this video to discuss eBay's recent change to the restocking fees. They recently quietly removed a lot of functionalities that sellers had relating to restocking fees. Used to be you could sell an item on eBay and set your terms, but that is no longer the case. Now, as a buyer, you have total control, and unlike Amazon, you have no recourse. They call it seller protection and all this BS, but realistically speaking, if you sell something, um, you know, worth anything, and a customer wants to scam you, they can. For example, I sold an $800 item to a customer, and almost immediately after they received it, they made a claim that they didn't receive the item that they ordered. What did they receive? We responded right away. What did you receive? We received a T6. Can you send us pictures? Almost immediately, we had 6 pictures, perfectly set up. Top of the box, inside the box, all that stuff. Basically, this customer knew exactly how to present his case to game eBay's system, and he did it skillfully. Um, when we were given the option to accept or deny the return or whatever, we realized that we didn't have any kind of option. We had 4 options. We could accept the return, which means we would pay for the shipping, send the customer a message, give a partial refund, or give a full refund without returning. I contacted eBay. eBay told me pretty much nothing that I can do. So I bit my tongue and I clicked the accept button. Of course, I had to pay for the shipping. And we got the item back, and of course, it wasn't the item that we sent. It was a $200 item versus the $800 item that we sent. There was nothing we could do. We weren't going to give the customer a refund, but of course, the day after the item was delivered, the customer escalated the claim on eBay, and eBay immediately gave the customer a refund. We didn't see the notification for that. We saw this a couple of days later. So I called eBay, and I said, how do you expect us to do business like this when you literally give the customers the opportunity to run roughshod over businesses on eBay? It's just ridiculous. And after 20 or 25 minutes of going back and forth with the rep, who basically had nothing that they could do and being put on hold and whatever, they said if we file a police report, that eBay would, as a one-time thing, credit us for this situation. So I hung up with her and called the police. Sure enough, the police showed up 20-30 minutes later. They gave me an incident report. I sent to them, and I got a credit. But there's also the issue on eBay of the fact that the only way to become top rated now is to offer what they're calling, I think, easy returns. That is, if I want to get the top rated badge and get a small discount on eBay, I have to offer free returns for 30 days. That means not only can the customer send it back to me within 30 days with almost, no questions asked, I also have to pay for the shipping. So becoming a top rated seller is no longer worth anything. I don't know what eBay's trying to do. We thought about it. Is eBay trying to attract a higher quality customer by making it seem as if it's safe to do business on eBay now because sellers can be held accountable, but they're not protecting sellers on the back end like Amazon does? There is no safety claims. There is no mediation payment system because eBay and PayPal are 2 different businesses now. So what exactly are they doing? In my view, they're scaring away legitimate sellers. Anybody who's going to continue selling on eBay is going to be pulling some shtick. They're going to be selling counterfeits or open boxes new, or some kind of scammy type of business to make up for this. Uh, Customers on eBay are extremely just, it's hard to explain, but they pull all kinds of scams, and in order to make up for that, you need to be making some serious margin. But on eBay, there is no margin. Everything is rock bottom. Everything is sold for pennies. I mean, if you want to dump, that's what you do. You go and you sell on eBay as a business. You dump. You buy liquidated inventory. You buy lots. You buy garage fulls of things. That's what you sell on eBay. You sell used, abused, broken items on eBay. That's what eBay's for. And up until a certain point ago, there was a market that was growing on eBay for the higher value, higher quality goods. $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, things like electronics, drones, or phones, or whatever. They just, whatever margin you could have made on eBay, they just eliminated it by giving the buyers the opportunity to run roughshod over the sellers. They've literally rewritten the eBay policy so that buyers can take full advantage of the seller. And PayPal's no better. Now that they've split up, eBay can say that PayPal and eBay are not the same company, but PayPal is not fighting for you. Customer opens up a claim, a dispute, they didn't order it, unauthorized transaction. It doesn't matter if you followed the rules and shipped it to a confirmed address. You need to hire somebody to sit there and fight with PayPal to go through their seller protection so that you get your money back when a bank takes your money or something like that. I maintain that eBay and PayPal are websites. Well, I'd say eBay primarily is a website or a marketplace that will never be able to compete with Amazon for the higher tier of customers, because it attracts a shitty customer. It attracts a customer that, not only wants to get a deal, but wants to be able to screw you, and eBay is just making that possible. They are attracting more buyers, but they're scaring away sellers. And the sellers that are sticking around, believe me, they are not doing clean business. Good business comes when there's incentive. There is no incentive to be on a market where part of the rules of becoming a top-rated seller are basically laying down and taking it. I don't know what's wrong with eBay, but I know what I'm going to do.